Once upon a time, in a tranquil little village surrounded by rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a loyal and spirited cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was no ordinary cat. It had a special purpose in life. Whiskers' journey began when it was just a kitten. It was born into a loving family, the Andersons. The Andersons were known throughout the village for their generosity and kindness. As time passed, Whiskers grew up, running through the garden with the Anderson children, little Adam and Emily. They were its best friends, and it was theirs. As Whiskers grew older, it realized that it had a unique ability. It could sense when someone was in need of help, whether it was finding a lost little animal or comforting a lonely soul. Whiskers became a hero in the village, and people began to say that it had a special purpose. One summer afternoon, tragedy struck the Anderson family. Emily fell into the river during a picnic, and the current swept her away without hesitation. Whiskers leaped into the water and swam with all its might to rescue her. Its determination and love saved Emily's life that day. Years passed, and Whiskers continued to fulfill its purpose, bringing happiness and hope to those who needed it most. It was there to comfort the elderly residents of the village's nursing home, to guide lost travelers back to safety, and to bring smiles to the faces of children in need of a friend. One by one, Whiskers' regional family grew old and said their final goodbyes. But Whiskers continued its mission. It became known as the guardian of the village. People believed that it was not just a cat. It was a furry guardian angel. As Whiskers aged, it knew that its time was coming to an end. It had fulfilled its purpose with love and dedication. One quiet night, under the starry sky, Whiskers lay down in its favorite spot, by the river, where it all began. It closed its eyes and peacefully drifted away. The village mourned the loss of their beloved friend, but they also celebrated its remarkable life. Whiskers' legacy lived on in the stories told by the fireside and in the hearts of those whose lives it had touched. And so, in that quiet village by the river, the legend of Whiskers, the cat with a special purpose, was passed down from generation to generation. A reminder that even the smallest among us can make the world a better place with love and selflessness. In the years that followed Whiskers' passing, the village decided to honor its memory in a special way. They created a beautiful park by the river, where Whiskers had saved Emily's life. The park was filled with vibrant flowers, towering trees, and the statue of Whiskers, forever guarding the riverbank. Children played and laughed in the park. Families had picnics by the river, and elderly residents found solace in the peaceful surroundings. Whiskers' spirit seemed to live on in the very essence of the park. But Whiskers' story didn't end there. It continued to inspire people far and wide. Emily and Adam, now adults with families of their own, shared their memories of Whiskers with their children. They told stories of their adventures together, how Whiskers had always been there when they needed it most. Emily's daughter, Mia, had always been drawn to animals. She volunteered at the local animal shelter and dreamed of becoming a veterinarian. Mia felt a deep connection with Whiskers, even though she had never met it. She believed that animals like Whiskers had their own special purposes. One day, while volunteering at the shelter, Mia met a timid and injured dog named Rosie. Rosie had been abandoned and needed a loving home. Mia knew she had to help this dog, just as Whiskers had helped so many in their village. With patience and care, Mia nursed Rosie back to health. As the days passed, Rosie's trust in Mia grew, and the bond between them became unbreakable. It was as if Whiskers' spirit lived on in the love between Mia and Rosie. Mia went on to become a veterinarian, dedicating her life to caring for animals in need. She often told her own children about Whiskers, how its special purpose had inspired her to make the world a better place for animals. And so, the legacy of Whiskers, the cat with a special purpose, continued to ripple through generations. Its story was a reminder that love, kindness, and selflessness could create a lasting impact, touching lives and inspiring goodness in the world. Whiskers' spirit lived on, not just in the park or in the hearts of those who knew it, but in the acts of kindness and compassion that it had inspired in others. As the years went by, Mia's passion for animals only grew stronger. She opened her own veterinary clinic and dedicated herself to the well-being of animals, just as Whiskers had dedicated its life to helping others. One sunny afternoon, while working at her clinic, Mia received a call from the local animal shelter. They had a special case that needed her attention. When Mia arrived, she met a puppy named Lucky, who had been found abandoned in a cardboard box on the side of the road. Lucky was frail and scared, with eyes that seemed to hide a world of pain. Mia decided to take Lucky under her wing. She knew that this pup, like Whiskers and Rosie before him, had a special purpose in life. With love and care, Lucky started to thrive. Mia's own children, who had grown up hearing stories of Whiskers, felt a deep connection to Lucky as well. As Lucky grew older, Mia discovered that he had an extraordinary talent for bringing comfort to people in times of need. He became a therapy dog, visiting hospitals and nursing homes, offering his gentle presence to those who needed it most. Lucky seemed to have a sixth sense for knowing when someone was in pain or distress, and he would nuzzle up to them, bringing a smile to their faces. Word spread about Lucky's incredible gift, and he became a local hero, just like Whiskers had been in his time. People from all walks of life came to visit Lucky and share their stories with him. The once abandoned puppy had found his true calling in life, to bring comfort and joy to those who were suffering. Mia, with her family by her side, continued to care for animals and teach her children the values of kindness, compassion, and the belief that every living being had a special purpose. Whiskers' legacy had not only inspired Mia, but had also touched the lives of countless others through Lucky. And so, the story of Whiskers, the cat with a special purpose, continued to echo through time, reminding people that love, kindness, and the simple act of being there for someone could change lives in remarkable ways. Max, Rosie, and Lucky had each played their part, leaving an indelible mark on the world and inspiring the goodness in humanity. For generations to come, their legacy lived on, not just in the memories of those who had known them, but in the countless acts of kindness and compassion that were carried forward in their honor. And so, in the tapestry of life, their stories were woven, threads of love and goodness that would never unravel. For Whiskers, Rosie, and Lucky had shown the world that a special purpose could lead to a life of extraordinary impact, and in doing so, they had touched the hearts of many and left an enduring legacy of love and hope. And so, the story continues, with each act of kindness and every life touched, inspired by the remarkable journeys of Whiskers, Rosie, and Lucky, the extraordinary animals with special purposes. Their tales remind us that we too can make a difference, one small act of kindness at a time. And in that way, their stories live on, forever echoing in the hearts of those who believe in the power of love and purpose. In the tapestry of life, it is these threads of love and purpose that truly connect us all. And as long as we continue to believe in the power of love, our stories will echo on, forever and ever.